What's going on, guys? So Game of Thrones has returned, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm hella excited that this freaking show is back. It might actually be my second favorite show after Doctor Who, which I totally just filmed a video for, but I don't know if you guys watch that. In all seriousness, I do want to just talk about this show. I stopped doing Game of Thrones reviews a while back because I felt like I didn't know enough knowledge about the show. I was like, I don't know what's going to happen, all that jazz. But I believe the last book hasn't even come out, and there's only 2 seasons left, and the show is already past the books, so I feel like I can at least give my thoughts on the show, but I'm not going to still be able to be like as all knowledgeable and catching all the Easter eggs. But man, it was so good to freaking just watch this episode again. The way it started off was amazing, with Arya just fucking over everybody and just being a badass. And that was so cool. She just killed everybody that freaking fucked over her family. And I was like, yeah! And that was basically where it ended for last season, which I thought was really cool. So we're like in the same timeline. So right after season 6, season 7 has basically started. So that's really cool to see that. And then, you know, we got to see freaking my boy, Jon Snow, being that leader that we know he could be. And freaking, ooh, Sansa, ooh, girl, you freaking getting freaking back-talking him like, don't do that. You're making him look bad, and he don't need that kind of stress. We saw Jon Snow taking the lead and being the freaking king of the North, and was telling all the, you know, freaking Sansa she got in that line. She was all like, I put my foot down, woman. We don't need that kind of stuff when the freaking White Walkers are coming up onto our place. So we got Jon Snow being a badass. We saw Littlefinger freaking trying to talk to Sansa and be like, oh, so what do you want? And blah, 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 blah. You know he's trying to get Sansa to try to kill freaking Jon Snow, but I'm hoping Sansa, she was like, oh, I know exactly what he wants, so I'm hoping Sansa's gonna reverse freaking Littlefinger him and kill that bitch, because I hate him. But then again, maybe Arya's gonna kill him too, because, you know, she's on a freaking warpath to kill everybody that fucked over her family, and man, she is such a badass. Speaking of Arya, we can jump over to her freaking friend, the Hound, who we saw, you know, people that he met in the past seasons, they actually ended up killing themselves, which sucks. And we found out that, I forget, they pointed it out in the episode, but I completely forgot that, you know, he's so scared of fire, like, because of what burned his face, that he's hanging out with dudes that worship fire, which I did not put 2 and 2 together last season when that started happening. But I'm glad they pointed it out here, and I thought that was pretty hilarious. And then now he is, like, I guess somewhat of a believer, because he saw what was happening in the fire. He saw the White Walker War about to start and everything like that. So that's going to be really exciting. I want to see who he's going to team up with. Is he going to maybe meet up with Jon Snow? Is he going to meet up with some other people? I'm really excited to see what's going to happen with, you know, the freaking Hound. I'm really hoping he goes down and gets to fight his bro, but they seem like they're very on opposite ends, and I don't know if we're ever going to see the Clegane Bowl. Jumping from the Hound, we got to see Bran actually having a vision. I think he was having a vision. I'm not too sure, because it showed his eyes, you know, kind of wake up, but he got to see the White Walkers just like walking all badass and bringing the snow with them. They were like, oh, we coming, bitch. We coming. We got horses, and we got giants, and we got a whole bunch of dead people, and we just gonna come get you. So we got to see Bran. Make it to the wall. He's inside there. You know, he was letting freaking Jon Snow's homeboy be like, look, dude, I know who you are. I've seen your past. Like, let us in. And so I'm interested to see where that's going to happen. Is that guy going to send a message to Jon Snow and be like, yo, we got your brother here. Do you want to come pick him up? Because, you know, he's like probably going to eat all our food. Jumping from there, we got to see freaking Sam doing the best freaking pot cleaning we've ever seen. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, when they were doing the whole little montage of him cleaning out the bedpans and then serving soup, and then what else was he doing? Looking at the books. He looked at the books later, but he was like washing the bedpans and stuff like that. I thought they were gonna make a little tune out of it, like poo poo water soup. Like they were freaking doing this like weird little beat thing that was just, I don't know. I'm pretty sure you see montages like that where it's the same thing over and over, and it just seems like it makes a little beat. I legit thought freaking, you know, Game of Thrones was gonna make that happen there, but it didn't. Speaking of beats, we got to see Arya later meet up with a whole bunch of soldiers, and she was freaking Batmaning that whole thing. Did you see when she was all like, okay, they got like 5 swords over there. This one dude's got a sword on his hip, and oh man, they only got a little bit of food, and like, oh, I think I killed all these guys in like 1 hit. She was freaking zoning out all of those people to kill him, but one of those mofos was freaking Ed Sheeran. And I don't know about you guys, but did that freaking take you out of the zone? I kind of let it pass. I was like, I knew that bitch was going to be in this season. And I was just like, I don't really know. I don't like when you see people in shows like this. I will admit that it is kind of weird when you see a big celebrity, like, be in a show like this. Like, I know he was a soldier, but that was fucking Ed Sheeran. Like, put a helmet on that guy, make him not as recognizable. And Conor McGregor is supposed to be in this season too, or maybe the last season. I'm not too sure which season he's gonna be in. But yeah, I don't know if I want to see celebrities that I know of and see on a daily basis in these kind of shows, because they kind of just take me out of the experience. It wasn't that bad. I literally just like let it slide. I was like, ah, screw it, whatever, I don't care. But it was just weird seeing Ed Sheeran and hearing him sing in the damn episode. But I was all like, oh, Arya, the only way this is going to be good is if you kill him. Hopefully that happens, but, you know, we'll have to wait until next week to see if she, you know, she annihilates all of those dudes. One thing I forgot to mention when it came to Sam, we saw him reading the forbidden text, or, you know, everything behind that jail cell. He stole the freaking keys from that one maester. And he read some of the books to help out Jon Snow and found out that Daenerys, this new spot, that whole, what is it called, Dragonstone, is actually where there's a bunch of dragon glass, and that freaking, he's got to send that to Jon Snow. So that's going to be really awesome, and I believe that's going to be the way we're going to have Jon Snow meet Daenerys, and they're going to be like, bow, chicka, wow, wow, and they're going to freaking rule Westeros. Sorry, that is my, like, ship right there, alright? Freaking Daenerys and Jon Snow. I need my boy to hook up with Daenerys and just have a happy ending where they rule everything with fucking dragons. Talk about Daenerys in a little bit, but let's jump over to freaking that bad bitch, freaking Cersei, because she's over there having this dude paint this big old map that you can walk on, because you know she's all like, man, I'm the queen, bitch, I can own this whole land, I need to see it on the map. She's over here standing on this big old map talking about how everybody in every direction hates her and hates the whole freaking Lannister family, so they need to start planning out how they're gonna beat everybody all at once. And Jaime's all like, bitch, you crazy, we need allies, everybody's gonna kill us, you don't understand how bad of a situation you are in. But Jaime, you gotta slow your roll, because this is Cersei, bro. Did you not see what she did last season? She's gangsta, and Cersei's so gangsta that she's gonna get another crazier gangster dude who kills his family to be king to try to be on their side, because apparently, man, those iron-born people build ships really fucking quick. Seriously, whatever their methods are for building 1,000 ships, like, bring that to this modern day stuff, because I feel like we don't even build stuff that fast. Like, that's a lot of ships that quickly. Anyways, that dude put on a show talking about how he's gonna bring, like, something worthy of Cersei's hand in marriage. So I want to know your guys' theories on what he's gonna bring to her, that, you know, it's gonna be a present for her that, you know, will, you know, gain his trust, because she doesn't trust him, and that, you know, he's not gonna be able to be king, although he wants to be king. He said he wants to, you know, freaking rule everything. I automatically thought that it would be Tyrion. Maybe he's gonna be like, alright, well, we know where the freaking dragon lady's gonna go. Let's go steal freaking Tyrion and bring it to Cersei, and we'll own everything. And that could be the reason why they fight. Maybe they're gonna fight in the seas, and that'll be the best, like, thing we can actually get. So I'm kind of hoping that maybe it is gonna be Tyrion that's supposed to be his gift, and then his whole army just gets annihilated, which would be pretty sweet. But I don't think that's gonna happen. So I'm really interested. To see what this present is gonna be for Cersei. Jumping from one bad bitch to another, let's talk about freaking Daenerys Stormborn. Man, or Targaryen, whatever you prefer. But it was so awesome. I love how they shot her last scene. Like, she freaking just showed up to where she was born, and, you know, her old stomping grounds and her home and everything like that. And she doesn't say a word at all. Like, she goes in there, she's looking, she has her guards freaking opening doors for her because she's so badass. She's got Tyrion walking behind her. She's just so, like, epic, just walking into the spot and looking gorgeous as hell, because she is. And then you think, and then she gets into the throne room. The throne room looks so badass. There's this big old, like, dragons on the front of the castle. If I ever had a castle, I want dragons on the freaking front, because it looks so epic. But, you know, she has these dragon statues and all this stuff, and she's walking, and there's this big old dragon kind of like rock stone, and you think she's gonna walk over and sit down in it, because they showed that in the trailers. But no, she's all like, what's over here? And she goes to the side, and it's like a war room with dragons on the walls and this big old table with the best, like, amazing view ever of the ocean, because, you know, you gotta have a nice ocean view when you're doing war and talking about killing people, you know? And then she's freaking looking at the table, and all she says is, shall we begin? Hell yeah, we should begin. Like, oh man, Daenerys just, oh man, she's so badass, and I can't wait. And I think we're finally gonna start her, like, you know, we're gonna get into the real war shit, so she's probably gonna struggle a little bit. It's gonna be really interesting to see. I want to see if Game of Thrones is just gonna make her dominant like the whole time, or if she's gonna get in a little bit of trouble. Like maybe some of her war, her like army is gonna take a little bit of a big hit or something like that. I'm really interested to see what's gonna happen. But man, I think there's only 12 episodes left, guys. That's insane. It's so crazy. There's only 12 episodes left. 6 more this season, and then the last season is gonna be 6 episodes. So 12 freaking episodes left of Game of Thrones. So you know, as we get closer and closer to the end, these episodes are just going to be jam-packed with badass stuff. And I can't wait. I can't wait to freaking see Jon Snow meet Daenerys. And hopefully they're just like, and boom, they will rule Westeros. Anyways, guys, let me know if you want to see more of these Game of Thrones reviews. I'm just kind of covering it, you know, like I said, just kind of cover it as a fan. Let me know if you like them. And give me your thoughts about this episode in the comment sections down below. Guys and gals, if you ever want to support this channel, don't forget you can check out the Patreon like these awesome people did. Or you can do the OG thing and give this video a like and share it with all of your Game of Thrones buddies. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for all things nerdy and geeky on this channel. As always, I am your host, JUICEbox. Remember, when you wake up in the morning, ask yourself something. If I have a daily dose of juice, see you guys next time. Bye.